You got it too, man.
Well, Branch, man.
Well, Branch.
We love the spotlight.
All right. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Beef Its Own podcast. We got another special guest here with us today. A friend of mine, Benedict, college student. Casser, how you doing?
All right, man.
You doing good?
Yeah.
So I was almost close to moving day, man. What you feeling?
Just ready to go back.
You ready to go?
Today's the day.
All right. How's school going for you? You know what I'm saying? Top of the grades and everything?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
It looked like you all academic, all American, anything
No,
like that?
no.
Nah, but they good though.
They're good.
Yeah.
Above 3.0, so they good.
Oh yeah, that's good enough for everybody. The above 3.0, you straight.
Yeah,
Yeah. So what's it like, man? So what's the you're there? You running playing track and field, shot put, hammer throw, discus, you're a thrower basically, right?
Yes, sir.
So your freshman year, you come in and your first team all region, in the shot put, indoor and outdoor. What was that like? How was that?
I mean, it was cool. I mean, because before that, I sat out because of my other school that I was at. So I pretty much took, and then when I first got to Benedict, my freshman in the class year, I had to sit out again. So pretty much I sat out 2 years, and then when I had the opportunity, I had to make the best of it.
Yeah. So what did it feel like when you got that honor? Because it's more transparent with track because because you know what your distances are. So,
right. When I found out I made that, my coach had sent me the text, and he was like, good job, man, you did it. Like, he was like, even though, you had the adversity, you had to fight adversity because you had to sit out all these years,
right.
He was like, you did it, I'm proud of you. So, and when I seen it, I was like, dang, let's go.
You was hype inside, you was trying to be calm about it, but you was really hype.
Yeah, I was, because I mean, nobody don't know. A few people know my story, man. Just a few people, so they already know what's going on. But when I had that, I was like, yeah, I need more.
Right. So when you did that, so even though you 2 years off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So but coming out of high school, did you have anything then? Were you all state or you stayed all region or anything in high school like that?
Yeah, I won region. That was it. That was what it was. And state is funny, but I got third place at state. My first time at state, matter of fact. Got third place there.
And so what was your record? Do you remember your record then from your freshman year?
Yeah, it was like 50 and some change.
50 and some change? Was that a dramatic difference from high school? Was that about the same?
What, from high school to college?
Yeah. Your freshman year.
Freshman, I mean, it's a change because it's a change in the weight in the shot.
Right.
So it's like you go, in high school you go from 12, college you go to 16. So, but I say my PR in college was like a 47, so I was 3 feet off 50.
Okay. And so then now you're in your sophomore year. Then you step it up a little bit. Now you're first team all region still in shot put, only indoor, but you're first team all conference in the hammer throw, which is a different event. What was that like? Because they don't do hammer throw in high school, right?
No way.
Right.
No
so
way. You see, I had known it on my freshman year.
Right. So what was it like training for that? How was it? Was it different? Like how hard was it to get?
Man, that was hard. That was hard. Like just trying to get the steps down, and then like coming from Buford, we don't do hammer throw. So it's like, man, I never seen this thing in my life. But I mean, I could say I made a dramatic increase. So freshman year.
So and to me, because I'm gonna be honest, and I was gonna try to be vague and be like, for the people out there who don't know, I don't know either. What is that the one that you go over your head? Is that one?
The hammer throw, it's a 20-pound ball on a metal
string.
Yeah, you can say string, I guess.
Yeah, it's metal. I get you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
So you just throw that, or you gotta spin?
You gotta spin, steps. It's a lot of it's complicated. It's complicated. I got it down, but it's complicated to talk about.
It's complicated to talk about
because I'm still not there fully. So.
All right. So what was the how did you feel with that? Were you training for that your freshman year too, and just finally started doing it your sophomore year, or what?
You can say that, because freshman year was definitely just the beginning.
Right.
So I mean, I was pretty much. So I mean, like going into year 2, I was like, okay, I got the steps down. So that means it should go. You know.
Right.
It should go pretty far. Cause like freshman year, my best was like a 103. But when I got to conference, my best was like 95 feet.
Dang. You went down. You had a badge on. You went down.
Yeah, but I picked it up my sophomore year though.
Right. And so now you got that down. And when you got to that first team all conference, which is another level, you've already had the region accolades. Now you got the all conference accolades. You know what I'm saying? Is that how much was that more of a feeling? Or was more the same thing? You was just like, let's go on the low yourself.
No, that was a different feeling right there.
How did that feel?
It felt good.
Real
felt good knowing that I was like top notch in my event. You know,
right.
Like nobody can say anything about that. And then got a plaque about this big. So.
Oh yeah. The plaque make a difference now.
Plaque make a difference.
Plaque, where you got that at? You got that at your mom's crib?
Yeah, that's at the house. That's my mom's house.
Yeah. All right. So now that you got the all conference down now, from the looks of it now, I ain't trying to jinx you now. You go all region, you all conference.
Yeah.
Trying to get to that national level of Lex.
All American, yeah.
Yeah, all American.
That's the goal. That's the goal, man. Because I know Buford, we ain't really known for track.
Right.
So
and how far are you from that? Like, what's your distance right now? What you doing?
Like 140.
Like 140. Okay. And so what are the top? You know what the top guys are throwing?
Yeah, probably like 185 on. But I can get that, because I mean, as I told you before, I threw it 95, 97 my freshman year, and I jumped to 140. So
right, so you feel like you can get that. Now, when you see the guys that are throwing the higher numbers, the 185 and stuff like that. Now, when you see those guys, is it more so of a technique thing, or are they stronger guys?
No, more of a technique, way more. Because I mean, you got people like your size, or you know.
What are you trying to say, cuz?
No, I'm just saying, like you got some small guys there that can really throw it. So, yeah.
Just happen to have they might not look like it, but they just happen to have
they got it.
Like, you can't, like, with speed.
They got
it's hard because you never know. It could be a tall, skinny guy. It could be a short, stocky guy. Speed is just speed.
Speed is speed. Speed and technique can take you a long way in any sport.
So what's the college experience been like from you know what I'm saying, maybe from high school to college, or from high school to your first stop and then to your second stop? What's the differences? You know what I'm saying, in the not, I won't say the environment, but just mostly from high school to Benedict. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the feeling? Maybe the hardest lesson you learned so far.
Hardest lesson? Get up and go to class. Cause like in high school, you know, your mom wake you up. You know,
right.
Get up.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Right.
You can't miss the bus. I mean, but college, I mean, my class is like a minute from my dorm room. So right. I mean, like, you sit in the bed, you look at your phone, you be like,
you like, man, I still can make it, and you like, man, just 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
And that 5 minutes turn to 40.
Then you be like, man, I'll catch it Wednesday.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing with a lot of people too when they go, and I'm gonna say with me is that, you know, I went to class, but it's just used to somebody either wake you up, or if you don't go to class, you get in trouble necessarily immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, you catch that bus and your mama happen to come in that room, or she happen to hear you making noise, you know what I'm saying, you in trouble. But in college, it's just you. Nobody don't know until you come home, and when you come home, it's only if you tell them.
Yeah.
Because they tell your parents straight up the rip at orientation, like, you don't got no access to his grades, you don't do nothing unless he tell you or he sign you off. Yeah. They treat you as an adult, like straight off the bat. And I think, you know, with me, I had a problem with work. You know what I'm saying? I went to class, was good in class. When I turned in my work, got a good grade. I just didn't turn in my work all the time. Because you got 3 weeks, and they give you a paper. You got 3 weeks to do a paper.
I don't miss that. 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's easy.
Boy, you get like 2 days at Benedict, boy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, you go 2 days. I don't, like, you get 2 days sometimes, or, get there, do next class. You know what I'm saying? But, I had a couple classes with me, the bigger papers, you know what I'm saying? You get like, 2-3 weeks to do paper. It's not a day you work on it in class or nothing like that. It's like, it's straight off the rip. Like,
yeah,
I gave you the assignment, that's a wrap.
That's it. And next assignment.
And yep, we on to the next.
What is you doing?
Ain't no squiggly line in the corner, due next week, or they don't get you a reminder. We're gonna brainstorm this week. Nothing. It's just you. And they say it smoothly too. When you come into class, leave your papers at the front. All right, so today we're gonna be working like it ain't even nothing. You know what I'm saying? I remember, what was it? I think it was my freshman year, and we had a paper. We had to keep a journal for my English class, just what you did every day. You know what I'm saying?
And do they check that notebook?
Then that's the crazy part. He didn't check it. So I'm like, man, I ain't writing no journal. He don't never, me just thinking like, man, he don't never check no things. I ain't worried about that. No journal. Look, I'm grown, man. I ain't writing no journal every day. That's like a diary. Final comes around. Oh yeah, and your journals will be a part of your final. Turn in your journal when you turn in your final.
That joke only got
Man.
3 pages filled out.
Listen, that was just a knock right there. It was just like, dang. I the whole time thinking he ain't just checking it. He just wants you to write it. And now you got to turn it in at the end of the year. And I think it's something that I think he just wanted you to do because, I know professors, they do a lot of work that you don't think they do. I'm like, bro, you got there's 20-something kids in this class. And, you got like 4 other classes. I don't really, outside of grading tests, I don't think you sat there and read 40 journals. But you guys that got their degrees, especially they got masters.
Yeah.
They write like 10,000, 100-page papers, you know what I'm saying, that we don't think is possible. You know what I'm saying?
Them doctors, man, them doctors, they be reading them joints.
Yeah, man.
I believe they be reading them joints.
Yeah, bro, that's a lot of work though, bro. I'm not in it. I can't do it.
They went to school for like 10 years.
Yeah. So what's your plan? What you going to school for? Outside.
Child and family development.
And what do you want to do with that?
Plan on going probably into teaching with that in a classroom setting, or be a counselor.
Be a counselor?
Yeah.
What kind of counselor would you see yourself as? Would you be more helpful? Or would you be
I'd be more helpful. I help my friends and my homeboys out.
So
I'm a helpful dude.
Like a guidance counselor, like more like a guidance counselor, more like a behavior type of guy.
I can do both.
Right. Cause listen, my issue, guidance counselor is cool, and I think guidance counselor got a lot of responsibility sometimes. You know what I'm saying, dealing with kids, especially if you got kids, that's in a rough, environment or whatever. But I think an issue I had, they have with guidance counselors is that you pretty much, when it comes down to seniors, you're pretty much helping them set up what they want to do, you know what I'm saying, and career. And I think, you have some guidance counselors, you know what I'm saying, in my experience, they'll teach you, they'll tell you, they just getting you set up. They dotting you, you know what I'm saying, they crossing your T's, dotting your I's, and okay, it's done. But then you got the other guidance counselors that in the middle of crossing your T's and dotting your I's, they talking to you, letting you know, do you really want to know this? This the outcome of X, Y, Z. Do you have a plan after this? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something that will be more helpful as a guidance counselor if you were to be a guidance counselor, become that kind of guy.
When I was in high school, I had even people that wasn't like guidance counselors, they were my counselor. They was like, this is gonna be the outcome of X, Y, and Z if you don't, what I'm saying, do that and do that. So I had a lot of people put me in a good path,
teaching you the referral. Cause what I hate to see is right now a lot of people, they going to school and they getting the degrees because they're like, hey, I want a degree in this. And they graduate either A, they don't know what they want to do with it. They just know they want a degree. Now they got to figure out what they want to do with it. And then, or B, it's not a high demand. So now they went to school, they spent money on this degree, especially if, you went to a big name school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You spent a lot of money on this degree, you in student debt, and now you can't find a job in your field, or you're working. You find a job because you got a degree, you know what I'm saying, but it's not in your field. Now, you're unhappy doing something you necessarily want to do.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be dope to make sure you're there, or that kind of person to help kind of guide them in the direction that they want to go, and make sure they know where they're going before they spearhead into life and be all messed up.
Yeah. I mean, you see that though these days. When people graduate with a degree, they don't really do what's in their field or what they got their degree for. Right. They just go. Some people just go for the experience.
Right.
But I can't. This ain't just for the experience for me. I mean, yeah, the experience is cool, but I got things I need to handle.
You got a plan.
Yeah, I got a plan.
All right. So and now I see you got the shirt on.
Yeah.
You pledge.
Yes, sir.
Know you excited about that.
Yeah, it was great.
So what's the life like after? You know what I'm saying, after pledging? I know you don't want to get into the what happened, but after, the events, parties, anything like that. How's it, man?
Life after. I mean, life before was, I think I was pretty well known. People,
right,
knew me, of course. People loved me, of course.
Right.
But life after,
this is a popularity booster.
Man, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know. My phone be ringing so much.
It's full 360 now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy. That's all I can say about that. Crazy.
Yeah. And it's good though to see you, say that you picked that from, like you said, like you mentioned before, that, fraternity is big, itself, and for a lot of people will be for doing that.
Greatest fraternity in the world.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't know. I don't want to disrespect fraternities. It's deeper than you think they is. I don't want to disrespect nobody. I got homeboys in different fraternities.
I'm telling you, this is the greatest fraternity on this earth.
So I don't want to say nothing, man. I don't want nobody to come at me, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't want no smoke with nobody,
Nah, man, we should love. It's all love here.
So what got your attention right now, man? What you got going on the outside, or maybe something that you interested in, something that people don't know about Casser, man?
I don't know. What, something that somebody don't know? I want to write a book.
A book on what?
A book on my life. But see, I ain't that,
You think
I ain't that famous to write a book. But I mean,
you don't know.
I would want to write a book about my life, though.
Right, but you know what though, and you yourself, you might not think you that famous, and you might not be, but you write that book, and but you might have a good story.
Yeah. Because
people think they gotta be famous to write a book, and it's easier to write a book when you're famous, because regardless of whether your story is good or bad, you're famous.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for you to sell that book. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what it's easier to tell, your rise to fame. That's what most people are interested in. But you might have a good story. Like, people might be shocked, like, hey, you might not be famous. And a lot of people famous people, they're more so famous for not necessarily education. They're more famous for talent. Because, let's be fair, people love entertainment. So, I would say a lot of people are famous for being, movie stars, or, athletes. They get paid a lot of money, but somebody that went to college 4 years and did great, great educated, they don't get as much pub as these people. Yeah. So you might have a great story. So when you before you write the book, you might not think it, but when you write that book, a lot of people might read it and like, yo, you really got a good story. Like, you really I had no idea. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So, and it'd be crazy to see. I mean, I don't read too much, but I mean, be a good read though, because like I said, if you really got a story that you feel is worth writing, I mean, you wear a smile on your face all the time.
Yeah,
you're a funny guy, man. But you know, a lot of time they say the smile, man. They got the stories behind them, man.
There's a lot behind it.
You feel like you got a big attitude?
People,
They
big. What you mean big attitude?
they feel like some of the funniest people got the craziest attitudes at the same time.
No, I changed my ways.
You change it so you used to have it.
Yeah. My attitude used to be bad. Anybody can tell you. Any of my homeboys can tell you.
Something you tripped over that was real insignificant.
What you mean?
Something that you feel like you got mad about, and now thinking about it later, you like, that was real petty for me to get mad about that.
I don't even know what to talk about it on.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
I probably said some things to some of my teachers that I shouldn't have said.
Hey, listen, low key, man, I heard about y'all, man.
Who is it?
Not specifically you, because you know what I'm saying. Not specifically any names, but I'm just saying when Well Branch first opened,
it was good. Everything was great.
Nah, that was not the perception that we got over. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a lot of things I heard about Creek. I'm talking about when I was in middle school. I mean, hey, I knew I wasn't going there.
Hey, Creek was up the chain, bro.
I knew I wasn't going there.
Hey, listen, Creek was up the chain, man. They kind of doled out after a while, man. Burns really got real tight, man. So it kind of doled out, but it was wild at some point, but it got real tight because he started getting strict and cutting things off, and we were mad in there, boy. We couldn't move left or right. But like I said, we NFL season come around, man. Who you rooting for, man?
You know I'm rooting for them Jets, man.
You rooting for them Jets, man. I had to leave, man.
No,
yeah,
that's how you
man.
feel?
I had to, bro.
Man,
and listen, it wouldn't listen.
I might gotta leave too, man. I like them Jaguars.
Yeah, man. Dog, technically the home team now, kind of really.
You know what I'm saying? 3 hours away, 2 hours away.
Right, but listen, man. And with me, the reason why I left was because of the whole situation. It's a political reason. It's not a team reason.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was there for the 4-12. I was there for the 10-6. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it was the political reasons with the owners is the reason why I left.
That 10-6 hurt.
Yeah.
They didn't make the playoffs.
You know, I think it was an offensive situation. Defense is rolling. Reeves was in his prime. You know what I'm saying? We had David Harris and everybody. But I left because me finding out that the owner donated to Donald Trump.
Oh, man, I ain't no Jets fan no more.
Yeah, see?
I ain't no Jets fan, man. Straight Jaguars. Straight Jaguars.
He donated to Donald Trump. And not only that, when they came out with the NFL players kneeling for the anthem, and I was paying attention, a lot of owners issued, you know what I'm saying, from through the team page on Twitter, issued, letters, like, apologies or whether we stand behind our players or whatever it is. The Jets never issued anything. They never issued that's the word I'm looking for, statement.
Wow.
They never issued anything. If they have, I haven't seen it. They never issued a statement. And then the vote, they voted, the team owners voted on the players kneeling for the anthem. They had a vote about the fine if they kneel or something like that. I forgot exactly what it was. But it was a unanimous vote. So not one owner voted against it, but then, you know what I'm saying, which is fair for you to, be mad at all teams. But then they came up with a statement after and was like, they stand behind the player's decision and they'll cover all fines if any player gets in trouble for kneeling. They'll pay the fines. And to me, in my head, is that if you feel that way, the vote was unanimous. So you're going to vote one way, but then say another thing out your mouth publicly. Like, we know what unanimous means.
And that's the world we live in.
Right. So that's why I had to choose different team, man.
So who your team is now?
Pittsburgh, man.
Oh man,
Dogs, man.
That's a big jump.
That's Pittsburgh, man.
You right though. I'm a Jaguars fan now. You told me that, man. You gave me a reason, so
hey, man,
all my homeboys I didn't know, man. I ain't a Jets fan no more.
Keep my eye on them, man. But I'm a Pittsburgh fan, man. I always was secondary. I wasn't watching the Jets. I was watching the Steelers. My cousin's a Steelers fan. And we always together, so we only right that I made that move, man. I was just like going over to the black and yellow.
Boys stomped them boys last year twice.
Who?
Jaguars.
Listen.
Stomped them boys twice.
Listen. Y'all doing good right now. Y'all doing good right now. You good. Y'all got Tom Coughlin there, and he making some big moves for y'all. Y'all splashing. What do you think about the Browns, man?
It's gonna be a good season, man. I've been trying to tell a lot of people, and I'm trying to tell anybody who will listen.
Yeah.
They're gonna make some noise.
I think they got the right pieces now. The only issue, the only question mark I see on there is I don't even think the quarterback situation is that deep. A lot of people think it's that deep. It's like I don't think it's that deep. I think Tyrod Taylor's good. And if he's not, they don't feel like playing, they put Baker in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's seeing us far. The only question mark to me is Josh Gordon gonna play?
Yeah.
Is he gonna play all 16? Because he ain't at training camp. He got whatever he got going on.
He changed his life around. I believe he changed his life around.
But it's hard. But I feel you.
Yeah.
But it's hard to feel that way because it seems like he had to change his life around. He went through rehab.
Yeah.
He had his documentary. He came in the middle of last year. You know what I'm saying? He played good. He scored. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now he was there at the beginning of the offseason. You know what I'm saying? And now they start training camp. The first headline is Josh Gordon will not be at training camp.
Yeah.
First preseason game, Josh Gordon is not there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like,
It's a
I
scary
watched a
thought.
little Hard Knocks joint.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, he got his reasons for not being there. It's some personal issues. And like, you know, I'm stepping away. I ain't coming. It's not like a no Le'Veon Bell type joint.
Yeah, listen, man. The future,
Ain't no Le'Veon Bell type joint.
The future in Pittsburgh is real scary, man. Cause
Been on
the edge, and Le'Veon, they ain't trying to pay Le'Veon. They need to pay Le'Veon.
They ain't trying to pay Le'Veon, man.
But they need to pay Le'Veon. I think it'll come down though after this season, because, like I said, he feel like his contributions as a receiver, you know what I'm saying, he should be compensated as such.
Mm-hmm.
But now you got Juju there, and I think Juju will handle
And he'll compliment AB.
AB real well. He's a tough guy, so I think he'll step into that number 2 role. What Le'Veon wants is to be compensated as the number 1 running back, which he is, and the number 2 receiver, which he was.
Yeah.
So now I think Juju's going to step up, and now maybe he can get paid as the number 3 receiver, which will bump it down a little bit, which would be fair. Because, like, yo, you're not the number 2 receiver. You're the number 3, because Juju's there. You know what I'm saying? Because Martavius kept getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? He kept getting
He
suspended.
could never stay on the field.
Right. So then your next bet was
Bell.
Now that Juju's there, second year in, you know what I'm saying? I think he'll step forward, and I think they'll work out. I don't see Juju getting in trouble too much, man.
But see, one thing about Bell though that a lot of people miss out on, like a lot of Steelers fans be like, why should we pay him? You know, why should we pay him? And it's like he always getting in trouble. You know, I mean that's true. Right. But you gotta see what he do when he get back. Like, like he missed 4 games the other year and finished second in the league in rushing. Like, come on, think about that. Let's really think about that.
And then not only on top of that, he's also in a way he is, despite how his career goes, I think he's legendary. He's a wonderful guy because
he's better running back in the league.
And not even on that, it's just his running style is now. You ain't never seen nobody run the ball like that.
We had people like that at Well Branch.
If you stop behind the line like that at any level, you are getting chewed out.
Not him.
You getting cursed out. Run full speed. Stop tippy toeing. You know what I'm saying? But he make his plays like that.
North south.
Yeah.
East west.
Right. And still north south, but he stopped. You know what I'm saying? You 5 yards deep, he get the ball and stop and just look and then take off. You know what I'm saying?
Funny, but I think the game is slow to him.
Right.
Because you got to think about it. NFL players are fast. Like you see how they pursue Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
The defensive linemen are running 4.8s. Right.
4.8s. Yeah.
You got a couple running 4.5s. You got Clowney ran a 4.4. You know what I'm saying? That's a big dude chasing you.
And for you to just stop on the money, look, boom, then make your decision.
Right, and they don't look like a quick. It don't look like a quick look, because we talk about patience all the time with running backs, but like with Le'Veon, it's like
patient.
Like it's patient. Like he literally he don't slow down and take he literally stop. Okay, I'm going there. and then just take off, and like he gets his yards, man. It's crazy though.
I mean, he just gifted, man. He just gifted. He just got it. It's just some people that got it. He got it.
So all right, and with that being said, we're gonna end it. But who your Super Bowl pick? Who you think going? Let's pick an AFC and NFC pick. You think the Eagles can replicate? Vikings got Kirk Cousins.
Vikings, nah, I don't see Vikings.
I think that was their only weakness.
Oh,
the Vikings.
Quarterback?
Yeah.
Quarterback situation? Case Keenum played all right?
Did good, but he ain't Kirk.
I think it might be Philadelphia and the Jaguars.
Philly and the Jaguars.
I got Jaguars 28. I got Philly 20.
And you know what? You know how I feel about the Jaguars though. In that game, they should have won. Won. But I think what they did was they got too excited. It was up 20-0. And first of all, the Patriots, the wrong team to get you know what I'm saying, to get comfortable on. But they got too excited, and before they realized that it was a game. Because you think 20-0 is a lead. 20-0 is not really a lead.
Not the 12. Not the 12. Not the 12. Not the 12.
It's not really a lead. And speaking of though, you think he over the hill? You think how many years you think he got left?
It's hard to tell.
He
only threw like 2 interceptions last year.
Right. I think he might hit that Brett Favre dive.
And Brett Favre been hit that at like 38, 37.
Right. But Brett Favre
40.
But Brett Favre was good, man. Then he went ahead. Then he went to Minnesota, took Minnesota to the championship, the NFC championship, and then
he had a nice little comeback story.
And then nosedived. Horrible interceptions, injuries. Remember he played for the Jets. That was bad.
Glad we got him out of there. But I don't. Like I said, man, some people got it. He just got it. He can start when he want to start.
We're gonna see.
Just like Braun, he can start when he want to start.
All right, and Khalil Mack, you hear about him getting traded? That's new.
He got traded.
They would think about it.
Rumors.
Yeah,
he's sitting out right now, right?
Right, because they don't want to pay him, and now they think about trading him, and they said he possibly could end up in Green Bay.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. My man was an all-pro at linebacker and defensive end.
Right.
Come on,
There's
man.
no
all in 1 year.
Not to pay him. And then not only that, what they're saying is that you got to think about this. He was all-pro at, just let's say him as a player. He's a good player.
Yeah.
It's just him. Like, who else on that defense are you saying, oh, yeah, we can count on him? The closest what might be Bruce Irvin, but you don't got nothing.
Yeah, you don't got nothing.
Right.
He fast. Like his name, he fast.
But, I mean, you take Khalil Mack off.
I can't even think of nobody else.
Right. Can't think of nobody. And so they saying, now they're trying to think of all the excuses in the world, like, oh, they just paid Derek Carr. You know, saying, oh, they building a new stadium. Bruh, you got the money. You better pay that man. Your NFL salary money shouldn't touch your stadium money. You should be ready to. That man deserves his contract and it's fair, and I don't think you should let him go because you ain't. I don't know. If that's a play that you might want to keep. That's a Hall of Famer for sure if you keep on it.
They're gonna pay him.
We're gonna see.
I hope so.
But all right, man. I want to thank you for coming by, man. I'm glad to have you on the show, man.
No problem, man.
All right, all right, man. Wish you success. It's Devon, it's Casser, it's Buford's on, man. Next time.